Hey guys, in this video I'm gonna be discussing what I feel are the top 10 NES games of all time. The NES was one of Nintendo's best-selling consoles before it was discontinued in 1995. It's very hard to make such a list because it is highly subjective, but I have still given it a shot and compiled a list of my favorite games. The games are from all sorts of genres, including action, adventure, some of which are also multiplayer. So without further ado, let's begin. In at number 10 is McMario. This is a wonderful but a very hard game. The objective is to find Hamburglar, who has run off with a magic bag. In return for the cards that Mario finds in stages, he is given hints by various characters of the McDonald universe. You get to play stages in the woods, clouds and even the moon. Additionally, you need to collect Hamburglar's cards, which are spread across all the chapters you just cleared, and this is informed to you at the very end of the game. Can be frustrating, and that's why I've kept it at number 10. Next up in the list is the Contra series. I have clubbed them together to keep it fair to other games in the list. It is one of those multiplayer superhero games that you wanna play with your friend over and over again. Going across stages such as jungle and aliens lair to name a few, you juggle across challenges and henchmen. The Contra Force was a great addition to the series, exploring a different path towards characters and gameplay altogether. All in all, this series is a great game and apt for position number 9 in my list. At number 8, we have Ninja Gaiden 3. Unlike its predecessors, the game has big improvements as far as the gameplay is concerned. The game progresses steadily with the difficulty increasing gradually over the chapters. The power-ups from the previous stages are not carried on to the subsequent stages, and this makes Ninja Gaiden 3 even more challenging. The boss stages are typically hard and the checkpoints in the game are badly set up. Regardless of all this game is still a treat to play. In at number 7, we have Shadow of the Cage. The multiplayer game is a very challenging game spread across 5 worlds. The difficulty increases gradually. Beginners may have a hard time clearing the third world itself, but once you get the hang of the game, the progress will be much smoother. The last stage is by far the toughest I have personally played in any NES game so far, and with the one chance that you get in this game, it only adds to the difficulty. If you ask me the toughest game on this list, I would say that this is the one. The objective in the Jungle Book is to collect gems in a limited amount of time. It's a bummer that you don't get to play any of the animals, but still the adventures that Mowgli goes through will give you a great time. It has a total of 8 stages and multiple power-ups to assist you on your journey. You have limited credits to continue if you run out of chances, which makes it more challenging. The Double Dragon 2 is a superb action-packed multiplayer game. Jimmy and Billy, the protagonists, beat up brawlers, kung fu masters and whatnot on their way to save Marion. You also get to pick up weapons dropped by the enemies, and it's really fun when you end up in a street fight with a henchman. Some might argue that Double Dragon 3 was a better game, but for me the simplicity and character mechanics make Double Dragon 2 a better choice. I wish it were a bit longer though. Imagine this, your city is under attack, the mayor's daughter is kidnapped, and there is chaos all around. This is what happens in Metro City. 3 men take up the responsibility to save the city: Cody, Guy, and the mayor himself, Hagar. In Mighty Final Fight, you get to choose any of these 3 characters and clear 5 stages to beat the boss and rescue Hagar's daughter. A great game with street fight moves, which could have been much more entertaining only if it had a multiplayer option. At number 3 is Three Eyes Boy. The player controls Hosuke Shakaru, the last three-eyed man. In the intro, we see another three-eyed man, Prince Godaru, riding on the ancient tank Gomora. Godaru destroys a part of the city and then kidnaps Shakaru's friend, Watto. The player goes through 5 stages, which have a myriad of traps and surprises which the protagonist needs to be saved from. If I had to give an award for the best background score for an NES game, this would undoubtedly. Adventure Island 3 really upgraded the entire franchise in the true sense. The addition of animals and improved gameplay made the experience worthwhile. You play around 10 worlds with multiple bosses and traps to save your girlfriend from the aliens. The game is challenging and long. To complete it end to end, it will easily take you more than 2 hours. 2 hours of absolute fun. No surprises in for number 1. It's Nintendo's own Super Mario 3. This absolute gem of a game is spread across 8 worlds, each having their own theme. You clear 7 worlds before you finally enter Koopa's palace in World 8. More than enough power-ups and surprises on your way. You deal with so many challenges and surprises that are way too much to fit in this video. As I say, you have to experience this game in order to realize its greatness. Totally deserved. So guys, this was my list of top 10 NES games. Let me know in the comment section what your favorite games are and mention games which you feel could have made the list. Thanks for watching.